Learn English through story. The Bridge of Choices. In the ancient town of Armor, known for its grand stone bridge spanning a wide, turbulent river, lived a man named Victor. Victor was the town's engineer, a role that brought him respect and authority. He was admired for his intelligence and the meticulous care he put into maintaining the bridge, which was the lifeline of the town, connecting it to the bustling trade routes and neighboring villages. Despite his outward success, Victor harbored a deep-seated bitterness. His wife, Eliza, had passed away years earlier, leaving him to raise their son, Leo, alone. The pain of his loss had hardened his heart, making him stern and distant, especially towards Leo. Victor believed that by focusing on his work and ensuring the bridge remained sturdy, he could protect the town and perhaps himself from the unpredictable forces of life. One rainy evening, as Victor inspected the bridge for damage, he encountered an elderly man named Samuel. Samuel was a wanderer with a weathered face and eyes that seemed to hold centuries of wisdom. He leaned on a carved wooden staff and wore a cloak that looked as old as he was. "Good evening," Samuel greeted, his voice warm and calm despite the rain. Victor nodded curtly. "What brings you to the bridge in this weather?" "I'm a traveler," Samuel replied, "and bridges have always fascinated me. They represent choices, connections, and the paths we take." Victor frowned. "This bridge is my responsibility. Its integrity is crucial to this town." Samuel smiled. "Indeed. But have you considered the choices and connections in your own life, Victor?" "Bridges are not only made of stone and mortar." Victor, irritated by the cryptic words, dismissed the old man. "I have no time for riddles. I have work to do." Samuel nodded knowingly. "Perhaps one day you'll understand." Weeks passed, and Victor's interaction with Samuel became a distant memory. He continued his rigorous maintenance schedule, keeping the bridge in perfect condition. Yet, his relationship with Leo grew more strained. Leo, now a young man, longed for his father's approval but found only criticism and coldness. One day, Leo approached Victor in the workshop. "Father, I'd like to help you with the bridge. I want to learn." Victor barely looked up from his plans. "You don't have the discipline or the skill, Leo. This work requires precision and dedication, not daydreams." Hurt and frustrated, Leo left, vowing to prove his worth. He decided to undertake a project of his own, using the skills he had quietly learned from observing his father. In a secluded part of the riverbank, he began building a small wooden footbridge, a task that would test his patience and resolve. As the months passed, Leo toiled away in secret. He faced setbacks and challenges, but his determination never wavered. Meanwhile, Victor continued his work, oblivious to his son's efforts. One evening, while inspecting the main bridge, Victor noticed Samuel again, standing in the same spot. "You again," Victor said, less irritated this time, more curious. "Why do you keep returning?" Samuel smiled. "I've been observing. There's more to your life than this bridge, Victor. There are other connections that need your attention." Victor sighed. "I've lost much, Samuel. This bridge is all I have left." "Loss is a part of life," Samuel replied gently. "But it doesn't mean you should close your heart. You have a son who needs you, who seeks your approval and love. Don't let your grief build walls where there should be bridges." Samuel's words struck a chord in Victor, though he wasn't ready to fully accept them. He returned to his work, but Samuel's message lingered in his mind. A few weeks later, Victor noticed Leo's absence more keenly. He decided to follow his son one evening, curious about his frequent disappearances. To his surprise, Victor found Leo working diligently on the wooden footbridge. It was a humble structure, but it was clear that Leo had put his heart and soul into it. Victor watched in silence, seeing the determination and skill in his son's actions. For the first time, he realized how much he had underestimated Leo. The next morning, Victor approached Leo, who was preparing to leave for his project. "I saw your bridge," Victor said, his voice softer than usual. "It's impressive work." Leo looked up, surprised and wary. "Thank you, Father. I wanted to show you that I can build too." Victor nodded, a sense of pride swelling in his chest. "You've done well, Leo. I'd like to help you finish it, if you'll allow me." Leo's eyes brightened with hope. "I'd like that very much, Father." Together, they worked on the footbridge, side by side. As they labored, they really talkative for the first time in years. Victor shared stories of Eliza, memories that were painful but also filled with love and joy. Leo listened, absorbing the history that had shaped his father. As the footbridge neared completion, Victor felt a transformation within himself. The walls he had built around his heart began to crumble, replaced by a growing bond with his son. He saw in Leo the same dedication and passion that had driven him, and he realized how much he had missed by shutting himself off from his only family. On the day the footbridge was finished, the townspeople gathered to celebrate. It was a modest structure, but it symbolized much more: a renewed connection between father and son, a bridge built not just of wood but of love and understanding. Samuel appeared once more, smiling as he saw the bridge. "You see, Victor," he said quietly, "the most important bridges are those we build with our hearts." Victor nodded, gratitude in his eyes. "Thank you, Samuel. You've shown me a path I couldn't see before." Samuel placed a hand on Victor's shoulder. "Remember, every choice we make is a step towards building or burning a bridge. Choose wisely, and you'll find that the connections you create can withstand any storm." With Samuel's words echoing in his mind, Victor embraced Leo, feeling the warmth of a bond rekindled. From that day forward, he dedicated himself not only to the stone bridge that connected the town but also to the bridge of love and understanding that connected him to his son. Victor's story became a lesson in our amour, a testament to the power of choices and the importance of building and maintaining the bridges in our lives. The town thrived, its people inspired by the engineer who learned that true strength lay not in stone and mortar, but in the connections we forge with those we love. And so, the Bridge of Choices stood as a symbol of hope and redemption, reminding everyone that it is never too late to mend the rifts in our hearts and build bridges that lead to a brighter, more connected future. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.